Let's see. Hey y'all, it's me. Alrighty, so I know I'm a little bit late, but my mama needed some help with the gutters this past weekend, so I climbed up on the roof, got that handled. By the time I got done, I was wore out. So didn't get around to the live the other day, but here I am tonight, and we're gonna talk about some exciting stuff. So let's get right to it. All right, so first up, I've been watching. Recently, we did what I would call a season finale for I've been watching. Um, just because there's a lot of projects that have not been released yet that I want to talk about. So there's going to be a little time there. What is out and coming out right now that I'm going to talk about soon? Well, I'm going to start watching Spider-Man Noir. That's one I've been excited for, so that'll be coming up. Beyond that, Masters of the Universe recently came out, so I'll be covering that one. And then we got Supergirl coming up soon. So those will be some ones that I cover.
Be coming out relatively soon. Uh, Sorry, I don't know. It's popping people and stuff up at me, I think. So those I don't really know for sure how soon they'll be out, but I do know that those are projects that are potentially, obviously, going to be happening soon. In addition to that, there's one that's kind of up in the air. I imagine at some point they will release a proper trailer for Doomsday. If they do, and when they do, if and when, whatever, I will obviously cover that as, and I've been watching as well. So what else do we have? Let's see, run through it real quick. Lanterns, Vision Quest, Clayface, and Doomsday that I know of. All of those are all going to be things that I'm going to make an attempt to cover for I've been watchings. There may be other stuff come up. I don't know yet. While I am not a J.K. Rowling person personally, I may check out that new Harry Potter series when it comes to Max. So we'll see what's up with that. But that's not all, or as Billy Mays would say, but wait, there's more. So what else is going on? There's going to be another project that's kind of what I do when I'm not able to watch actively being released stuff, or when there's just not a lot of stuff being released. Basically, I worded that weird. But anyway, once stuff dies down, which it currently has, I'm going to be working on what I call I've been watching in retrospect, which is either projects that have been out for a while or projects I've already seen. For instance, one is going to be that I'm going to be going back and covering Smallville. I've seen all of Smallville, so probably the first one will be Smallville in retrospect. I'm going to be covering Arrow. I see some people coming in. Hi, everybody. I'm going to be covering not just Arrow, but I'm going to be covering Smallville, the Arrowverse. At some point, I'm going to hop in and do the MCU as well. Because I'm pretty much caught up on the MCU. There's a few things that I need to go back and watch properly. I honestly can't say I've seen either one of the Captain Marvel movies, so I need to check those out at some point. So yeah, I need to go back and do a proper watch of the MCU, so that'll be covered in the I've been watching in retrospect. And then for the I've been thinking, which is a relatively new thing, it's a long form thing I'm doing over on my YouTube. What's going to be up with that is that will be continuing, and sometime soon when I have the time and energy to sit down and do the recordings and all that for it, there will be an I've been thinking DC special, which is going to be some fun stuff. Going to talk about some theories that I have, going to try to introduce anybody who may not be aware with some of the current characters. We're going to try to get them covered and stuff like that, because we are probably about to have a host of new stuff between Supergirl and Lanterns. So I want to try to help anybody in my audience who's interested get caught up on that. Yeah, pretty much. I want to try to get y'all caught up on the DCU with me. There's also going to be a new sort of skit thing I'm doing, which I have no idea when I'm going to be putting this out, just fair warning, because it's going to take time to record. I got me a new green screen. I've never worked with a green screen before, but it will be called Deadhead in the DC Universe, and it's exactly what it sounds like. The whole concept is basically Deadhead hippie wanders into the DC Universe, and I think y'all will like that one. I think y'all are going to dig it. I've got some exciting plans for it. So yeah, just to recap, because we've had some people coming in and out. We've had, I know we got some people swinging through. I've been watching, the upcoming ones are going to be Spider-Man Noir, Master of the Universe, and Supergirl for the newer stuff. Plus, obviously, we will cover a Doomsday trailer if and when we finally get one. Beyond that, the only other things potentially coming super soon are going to be the Doomsday trailer. If they, like I say, if and when we get one, that would be after Supergirl. And then the I've been watching in retrospect is going to be probably the next available thing I'm going to be working on. And like I say, that'll cover probably Smallville first. Then I'll be working on the Arrowverse. Then I'll be working on the MCU. And I left one out when I did the announcement, so I'll do a drum roll. I'm going to be doing Star Wars as well, because I have seen, admittedly, everything, like, in number order. I've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I've not seen Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker. I've had people say skip them, but I want to check those out at some point. I've seen a little bit of Mando, so yeah. I've been watching in retrospect. We'll probably also cover Star Wars. So yeah, I'm super excited for all these projects to come out. I'm super excited to talk about these projects, and I can't wait for y'all to see them. Thank you for everybody who's come on and come through. Like I say, I will probably get this recorded and get it put up later. Maybe throw some of the posters and stuff up in the top just so y'all can kind of get an idea of what some of these projects are I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm super excited. I can't wait for y'all to see what's coming up. And thank y'all for everybody that swung through. I'm sorry this was kind of short. It was not unplanned, but it was later than planned. So, alright. Thanks, guys. Always great to see y'all. And I will talk to y'all next time. Bye, y'all.